Alright, YouTube, so we are back, of course, to talk about some, I guess, Final Fantasy VII, but also pretty much Smash Ultimate. The Game Awards happened last night. Remake won 2 awards, one for the music, which we all knew was going to happen. That one was a given. But somewhat surprisingly, at least to me, Remake won Best RPG. Like, that's great. I'm so happy they won another award, but I wasn't sure if they were going to get any more besides the one, but they got 2, which is awesome. But something that's debatably more interesting than that is that we got the reveal of the new fighter in Smash Ultimate. Turns out it's Sephiroth. This was definitely my favorite moment from the Game Awards, though I did not see it live. I had actually missed the beginning of the Game Awards. I didn't know what time it started. I'd seen conflicting times, and I just happened to hop on Twitter and seen that Sephiroth got revealed in like the music award. I missed that as well. And even though I missed the beginning, it is one of those things that makes me wish I was doing a reaction video to this event. Because if we had more like concrete info that something FF7 related was going to be shown there, I would have done a reaction video. Because I would have definitely geeked out for this moment despite not really being into Smash that much or fighting games in general. And part of why I'm doing this video and kind of talking about this is because with our last upload, we hyped up the Game Awards for something to be shown for Remake. And now we didn't get something Remake specifically, but with the confirmation of Sephiroth being in Smash Ultimate, we did get, a reveal for Final Fantasy VII, though it's not directly about Remake, of course. And despite me already knowing that Sephiroth is revealed to be in the game, despite me clicking on the video to go and watch that revealed trailer, I still got chills whenever his music kicked in, man. And over the past 24 hours, I've watched quite a few reaction videos. I absolutely love seeing people like blown away by a surprise reveal, and this was a surprise. Like, nobody really knew this was coming. Maximilian Dude is a good example, of course. He always freaks out with anything FF7. But the amount of people I've watched that when the music cues, they don't know who it is. They're like, who's this? What's this music? And I've seen a couple people, just a handful, who get the visual of Sephiroth, one of the most iconic video game characters of all time. They get the visual of Sephiroth, and they're like, who's this? Who's this anime sword guy? I've heard that phrase muttered by at least 1 or 2 people, and I was very much insulted. But from what I've seen and just kind of the overall consensus on the internet, most people seem to be happy. I believe Sephiroth and like the music for Sephiroth were like trending last night after this reveal. Like, that's how hype it was. But of course, as with any other Smash reveal and probably any other kind of character reveal for any sort of game like this, there's always people that are going to be disappointed. People want the characters that they want to be revealed in that game or be playable in that game. And if it's not the character, they're just going to be disappointed. Like, some people want Sora. I don't know why, because some people's complaints is that Sephiroth is just another like swordsman JRPG character, right? Sora's kind of the same. Like, you replace Sora's Keyblade with a sword, and he's just a swordsman again, right? He's just another Final Fantasy character. So I really don't see the argument there. But I do understand the argument. There's a lot of swordsman characters in the game. I believe there's like 4, 5, 6 Fire Emblem characters or something, which is kind of ridiculous. Like, let's be honest here. There's other games. You don't gotta do that many. Like, this is only the second Final Fantasy character ever to be in Smash. Like, why is there so many Fire Emblem characters? But I can also understand where people are coming from whenever they want, like, some of the cooler, more obscure characters like Crash Bandicoot and other shit to be in Smash Ultimate, and just getting another guy with a sword. I get that. But at the same time, Sephiroth is a great grab for, like, a crossover character in your game, right? Like, if you put Sephiroth in any other game, it's just going to put attention and eyes on that game. Not that Smash Ultimate or Nintendo really need the help, but it doesn't hurt either. Now, my initial plans with this video was to kind of go into the reveal trailer and kind of break down some of the stuff we see. Most of the cinematic stuff, not the in-game footage, but the cinematic stuff, is just kind of ripping off of what happens in Advent Children, especially when we get to the actual Cloud versus Sephiroth stuff. It's literally the end of Advent Children. Down to Cloud actually beating Sephiroth with the Omni-Slash version 5 and like landing on the ground and all the swords falling around him and Sephiroth saying, "I will never be a memory." But as I hopped on the internet today, there's already people that were doing comparison videos, like side-by-side, shot-for-shot comparison videos and stuff, and I just didn't really want to like do what they already did. But I still did want to talk about this reveal and kind of get my thoughts on it and point out some stuff from this trailer. For starters, whenever a character is introduced in Smash, I believe they come with their own music and their own stage. And for Sephiroth, it's a stage that's in the Northern Crater from FF7. It's where we fight Genova Synthesis at, which is pretty damn cool. Also, right after they give us the stage reveal, we actually get to see the Highwind fly up out of the Northern Crater. I'm assuming this is some sort of like interactive map thing. I know with Smash, like in the middle of games, like the maps can be altered and stuff like that. That might be what this is. I don't exactly know how it's going to change the fight, but I'm assuming that's what it is. Could be wrong, but it's still cool though. Also, right after the Highwind scene, we actually get to see Sephiroth walking into a portal. Now, I have zero idea if this is something that already exists within Smash or if it's something new for Sephiroth. But if it is new, then this should be a reference to Remake, obviously, because we don't ever see Sephiroth do anything like this in anything else other than Remake whenever he cuts open the wall of whispers and goes to the singularity. Something else that has to be pointed out is them having Sephiroth do what he does to Aerith more or less to Zelda, which isn't the first time they've used her as a replacement for Aerith. They actually did it with the Cloud trailer as well, where they kind of imitate the scene of Cloud falling down to the Sector 5 church. We also see Meteor being used on the Sephiroth stage, so I'm assuming that's something that is specific to that stage, but I have no idea because I don't know shit about Smash Ultimate. And the last thing I noticed is that there's gameplay of Sephiroth with and without the one wing. In the earlier gameplay footage, he's fighting without it, and then we see actual in-game footage in the middle of a fight, I guess, of him sprouting the wing and then fighting with it. So I'm assuming that would switch up his style, his combat style a little bit or something. And the last thing I can think of that's worth mentioning is that Sephiroth's final smash seems to be something involving Safer Sephiroth. So we might actually get like a recreation of Supernova to some degree when it comes to Smash Ultimate. Anyways, dudes, that's pretty much the video. I kind of want to get my thoughts on this. I love these crossover things they do with fighting games. I'm really into the Smash Bros. Series. I just haven't played like the more recent ones. Played a lot of Melee back in the day, quite a bit of Brawl. I just haven't got around to these newer ones. But like when they do crossover characters with like Tekken and Soul Calibur and all these other things, like Geralt from Witcher 3 is in like Soul Calibur 6, which is fucking awesome. Really into the Marvel vs. Capcom series as well, which is one of the few fighting games series alongside Soul Calibur that I actually enjoy playing. By the way, this is pretty cool, dude. I know there's fans that are going to be disappointed by this reveal, and there's Final Fantasy fans that will be disappointed by this reveal because there are so many other Final Fantasy games out there. You can make an argument for a plethora of different characters, but at the end of the day, man, Final Fantasy VII is just the most popular game out of the franchise, and with Remake being out, this year, it's just more eyes are on FF7 than ever before, so it just makes the most sense to do another FF7 character if you're going to do a Final Fantasy character at all. Anyways, it is. That's the video. What are your thoughts on this reveal? Do you play Smash Ultimate? Are you going to play Smash Ultimate now that it has Cloud, which has been there for quite a few years now, and now also Sephiroth? Either way, leave your thoughts and more in the comment section below. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys already want to see more Final Fantasy VII, not really Smash Ultimate content. Turn on notifications. Follow me on Twitter at dashingdavid. I'm on Discord. Links to my social networks are in the description and in the outro. Later, guys.
Used to care what people thought, but now I care more, and nobody out here's got it figured out. So therefore I've lost all hope of a happy ending, depending on whether or not it's worth it. So insecure, no one's perfect, we spend it with no shame. We blow that like Coltrane, we in here like Low Gain, or leave it like Cobain.